The cafeteria went silent after the sound of the tray hitting the floor. Spaghetti splattered across the tiles, and every pair of eyes turned toward the new girl standing in the middle of it. Her name was Ava Johnson. Quiet, polite, always sitting alone. It was her third day at Crestwood High, and already, the whispers had started. New girl thinks she's tough, one of the football players sneered. His name was Tyler, 6 feet tall, fake confidence, real cruelty. His friends snickered behind him as he stepped closer. Ava just picked up her bag, keeping her head down. I don't want any trouble, she said softly. Oh, I think you do, Tyler mocked. You walk in here all calm like you're better than us. You think you can just sit anywhere. Ava didn't respond, she just tried to walk past. That's when he tripped her. Her knee hit the floor hard, and laughter erupted around the room. But then, something changed. Ava looked up, her eyes weren't scared anymore. They were still, sharp, controlled. Tyler grinned. Ah, don't cry now, princess. He didn't finish. His grin twisted when she stood up, slow and steady, brushing spaghetti off her sleeve like dust. Say that again, she said quietly. Tyler laughed. Oh, I'll do more than that. He lunged forward, shoving her shoulder, then, out of nowhere, his knee came up, striking her in the face. Gasps filled the room. Ava stumbled, catching herself on a chair. Her lip was bleeding. One of the girls whispered, "Oh my God, he hit her." Ava wiped her mouth with the back of her hand. That was a mistake, she said softly. Tyler laughed again, but this time it sounded nervous. Before anyone could blink, Ava moved. 1 second she was standing still, the next, she twisted his wrist, flipped him over the table, and had him pinned to the ground with his own arm locked behind his back. The entire cafeteria froze. Her voice stayed calm. Rule number 1, she said, pressing just enough to make him yelp, never attack someone you don't know. His friends stepped forward, but one glare from her stopped them cold. Within seconds, a teacher ran in. What's going on here? Ava let go and stepped back. He slipped, she said simply. Tyler groaned, clutching his shoulder. He looked up at her, wide-eyed. Who are you? Ava picked up her bag again and slung it over her shoulder. Sergeant Ava Johnson, she said quietly. U.S. Army Combatives Instructor. Just moved here after active duty. The teacher blinked. Wait, what? She smiled faintly. I told you I didn't want trouble. As she walked out, the crowd parted like water. No one laughed, no one whispered, and by the end of the day, the bullies who thought they ran the school wouldn't even meet her eyes. The next morning, the school buzzed with whispers. Everyone was talking about the cafeteria incident. Videos were already flying across group chats, blurry clips of Ava flipping Tyler like a movie stunt. Most kids thought it was fake, until they saw him walk into school with his arm in a sling. He didn't look so tough now. In homeroom, Ava sat by the window, headphones in, pretending not to notice the stares. The teacher, Mr. Lane, cleared his throat. Ava, the principal wants to see you. She sighed, got up, and walked to the office. Principal Harris waited behind his desk, mid-50s, polite smile that didn't reach his eyes. Please, have a seat. Ava sat. Is this about yesterday? He folded his hands. You assaulted a student, Miss Johnson. She blinked once. I defended myself. He leaned forward. The cameras don't show what started it. All we see is you, reacting violently. Ava tilted her head. You mean, surviving? The principal frowned. I understand you have a military background. But this is a school, not a battlefield. She smiled slightly. Tell that to the ones who attacked me. Before he could respond, a knock hit the door. The assistant stepped in, whispering something. Principal Harris froze mid-sentence. They're here, he muttered. They said it's urgent, the assistant replied. 2 people entered, not police, but 2 soldiers in uniform. Their presence filled the room instantly. The man in front was tall, calm, confident, and familiar. Good morning, he said, showing his badge. Commander Marcus Cole, U.S. Army Liaison. I believe you have one of our instructors here, Sergeant Ava Johnson. Harris blinked, stunned. I wasn't aware. Cole nodded politely. We prefer it that way. Sergeant Johnson just completed an undercover resilience program for youth defense training. She's here on official rotation. The room went dead silent. Ava leaned back, calm as ever. So, I'm not suspended. Cole smiled. Not unless defending yourself is suddenly a crime. The principal stammered. I didn't realize. Ava stood up. That's okay, she said, her tone soft but firm. Most people don't realize who they're dealing with until it's too late. As she walked out beside Commander Cole, the hallway filled with murmurs. Students peeked out of classrooms, eyes wide. Tyler stood near his locker, bandaged and silent. Ava passed him without a glance. But as she turned the corner, she said just loud enough for him to hear, "You wanted to see who I really was, now you know." Cole chuckled quietly. "You handled that well." She shrugged. "I didn't join the army to fight kids, sir." He looked at her. "Maybe. But sometimes kids need to learn what respect really means." Outside, as the flag waved over the campus, the rumor mill exploded. The new girl wasn't just tough. She was a soldier. And that day, Crestwood High learned one lesson the hard way. Strength doesn't need to shout, it just needs to stand up once. Later that afternoon, the school parking lot was half empty when Ava walked out. The air was cool, the kind that carried whispers through trees. She thought the day was finally done, but 3 trucks were waiting near the exit, engines idling. Tyler leaned against one, his sling gone, his face tight with anger. 2 older boys stood beside him, brothers, by the look of it. Not students. Bigger, meaner. Ava stopped a few feet away. "You should go home, Tyler," she said quietly. He smirked. "You embarrassed me in front of the whole school. My brother thinks you need to be taught some respect." The taller one cracked his knuckles. "He said you're some kind of soldier." Ava sighed. "Not some kind." The man stepped forward. "Then this should be fun." They moved fast, but Ava was faster. She ducked the first swing, swept the man's leg, and had him face down before his brother even blinked. The second lunged, but she pivoted, grabbed his arm, and twisted just enough to make him drop. Tyler froze, mouth open. It had taken less than 10 seconds. Ava stood there, calm, breathing steady. "You done?" she asked softly. Tyler's brother groaned, holding his shoulder. "What the hell are you?" A voice cut through the parking lot. "She's military police," someone called. They all turned. Commander Cole stood near the gate, arms crossed, watching the whole thing. 2 soldiers flanked him, calm but ready. "Funny," Cole said, walking closer, "you 3 thought it was smart to ambush a federal instructor on school property." The older brothers backed away, stammering, We didn't know." "That's the thing about ignorance," Cole interrupted, "it never knows until it's too late." He looked at Ava. "You good, Sergeant?" She nodded once. "Just a warm-up." Tyler took a shaky step back, voice trembling. "We didn't mean." Ava met his eyes. "I warned you. 3 times. Cole motioned to his men. "Get their plates, file the report. The sheriff can deal with them from here." As the soldiers moved, Ava turned toward Tyler. "You think strength is about hurting people smaller than you. But real strength," she pointed to his brothers on the ground. "It's about knowing when to stop before you cross the line." Tyler looked down, shame burning on his face. Cole put a hand on Ava's shoulder. "You handled it right. Calm, controlled, disciplined. That's why you led now." She gave a faint smile. "Guess I learned from the best, Commander." He nodded. "And now maybe this town will too." As the police sirens echoed in the distance, Tyler watched them drive away, realizing he hadn't just messed with the wrong girl, he'd picked a fight with a soldier who trained the kind of people others salute. And by the next morning, the video was everywhere again, but this time, the caption read, "Local bullies attack female vet, instantly regret it."